Yo, my entwa jumedi so fema wo eye itvghana dachi jumedi ne so na fe ne koma ye babidi ne eye tell simple cry. We ye to abenhwe ye na fe ye de mpanifo atwuka konwa wiye no kamia ye se dom kuma no niema bia kokoso na sentem bia kra nche kra ma se betwem ye vetin ya pon ye hey ni epedem kunwa na niema na yes wo he niema koso na sen kra no ne de bokrata de bre wo no echem se ad hoc committee a ya te no nkuma se ye ho afimu ye mfe ho nhyem niema wodoa koso na se betwem no na ye bi say is NPP trying to make this nation ungovernable for NDC? Yes, Miss Awo. As NPP, ye niema bi asa ne be ya NDC fo hu na mamu no so ana sa ene ne ekoso e wo man mu ana. Eno nti ena no penim ye be hwe na yesumi edi ho enkomo. Penifo atena ase ni di kan eye Kofi. Greater Accra. Kofi. Yeah. Kofi. Nemo ne yempija nkosoro Kofi. Kofi. Greater Accra Communication Team Member NDC what na say Kofi ne no. All right, after so Prince AGYEMANG-DUAH and also Deputy General Secretary PNC and also Atnasim. Penfo mienu ne no mbedi sa enkomo yi na ya hwe ne ya dom kuma na ye ne ya edom dodo no so eye no dom kuma no how mo anaso o how bia enim. Bine ko fiakwa
Bine ameje oso.
Mbombo ko de.
Obade adaroma.
All right. And the page here wadofo no mpenifo.
Okay, dedi kan no mamidi kan tia ye mampeni His Excellency John Dramani Mahama and the Lands and Natural Resources Minister Honorable Emmanuel Amakofi-Boa. Na me fasa akonya we so echia the student of Gempa Law School any wahwefo ene watiefo nyina na ade achien ya Nyankopon ede adom atom yen ama yen kwa no na aseda ene ni kabia no ene ede bema obo ade se wabo yen ho ban na Ghana yati nkwam na Ghana dachi a yenyina yesu hu no ebe yeye nti anope de bibia eyeboko.
All right, chere Nyankopon asesa na pe bibia eyeboko. Prince chere na na fo binko.
Good morning. Chia Shefuna. Chia PAC Penfuna. And I'm now let's chia Ebra Penny Family Plus. Uma Central. Chia Penny.
Okay. Mampeni so just all right. You ready to continue money too? Kofi mfresh and fuse na misasem. And you better so yi sa na hu no NPP dom kuma no epese amamu no fono NDC fo ana.
Oh, minia meda say na say dedi kan no so wo hwe somewhere 2012 na omampani bi a odwen Ghana ho gonja srem jata ye adwuma na adwuma na oye ni nyina dedi say papa e betumi de Ghana dachi akobabi na yenuanom MPP for the entro ene ndada eba beji tumi fi ye papa ansem ama omo ankasa no they self acclaim say they won with 1 million votes. And on that chain, we went to 2020 elections. Ghana for a share a Juma ye Papa John Dramani Mahama a year 2012 to 2016. And almost share the MPP are buying so a year Papa Nana Adodankwa Akufo-Addo Edano 2016 to 2020. Ye two abano with a vote of 1 million difference no a sotie and a bar 500,000 votes. And no kwanto ye bo modern eba benya hang parliament based on that. Ye call your name any aba election 2024. Election 2024 no Ghana for ehun say no. E bo bi na ye to twene some time ago no sa bo no e wo say san kofa sa bo ne ba. E na kofa ye papa John Dramani Mahama aba. A oba be ye adwuma ya to ne din resetting Ghana. Enti Ghana no ye de Ghana na kohye amenemu a e wo say ye bo modern ni yeyi sa amna no yeyi Ghana fi sa amna nim. Enti se Ghana fo akasa se NPP aban amubu no enso ye ni eno nti Ghana for atoaba ama ye overwhelming majority of 2/3. That's the first time in the history of the Fourth Republic, not just the Fourth Republic, but in the history of our political dispersants.
Okay.
Enti eno nti no Ghana for Akasa. And so the MDC has a responsibility to ensure that the good people of Ghana are enjoying the benefit from the administration of John Dramani Mahama. Until NDC is really focused on resetting Ghana. Now, senior baby Ghana akoduno. If we don't pay attention on resetting agenda, we are going to be distracted. Until the MPP and the mihu. But let me tell you one thing. You see, when you are an opposition party, we all obviously we know say an opposition party there, what you do is to oppose the government. But literally, no,
oppose the government anyhow.
That's how they are getting it wrong.
Okay,
that's how they are getting it wrong. You oppose the ruling party or the current government constructively. And let me do a little literature here. When you are in opposition, you have a role and a responsibility to play as an opposition party. And the NDC, for the MPP too, must bear in mind that they are not the only opposition party in the country. Ghana is a multi-party state. And as a multi-party state, you know, we have different opposition parties. But it's just that they are fortunate to be the largest opposition party. And so if you are an opposition party, what you have to do is that you serve as a watchdog to the current government. That is how you are going to oppose this country. You ensure that the government undertake transactions that are legal, that are devoid of fraudulence. And that is what an opposition party must behave when you are in opposition. You must be a significant opposition party. Now, let me tell you what the NDC did, playing the role as a watchdog when we were in opposition party. You remember, say, Ameridale Ebaye, as a significant opposition party then, the NDC ensured that the Ameridale, no, any fraudulent transactions be a woman, no, ya the Babonte, Emma Ghana for Etiase, Yama Ghana for Tiase, Ghana for Ameridale, ya papa say, Yaman Penny Dada or Mampeni Akufuadu say, or Peso Yano. Say na Edo Maneko, say, is a Hunsu. That is how an opposition party behaves. And so we set the precedents for them to follow. And so if they are forgetting about their literature, about how to be an opposition party, then I humbly appeal to my colleagues in the MPP that they should take a cue from the NDC. Now, let me also go to another point. If you are an opposition party, you don't just frustrate the government, but you ensure that you cooperate with the government in making sure that certain national issues, you provide or recommend solutions to such issues. And so what did John Mahama do when he was in opposition? When we entered into COVID-19 crisis, you all saw what John Mahama did when he was in opposition. As an opposition leader, Onu Ankasa brought up initiative suggesting to government, say, government, try and set up centers to cater for anybody who will be affected. That is how a reasonable opposition party behaves. Now, John Mahama, you could tell, say, during those days, no, Onu Ankasa ebo modern the onuane resources, ni butomusika to niema the support the government of the day. That is what a significant opposition party behaves. And Ebola beba ayekra, when NDC MPP was in opposition, that was 2012, Ebola by. We saw all the allegations and all the confusions they were trying to bring to the good people of Ghana. They didn't even take. So what I say, man take steps beyond point. So opposition party, they care about the good people of Ghana. They didn't do anything in support of Ebola. But we all saw what John Mahama, His Excellency, did when the COVID-19 came. It's meaning, say MPP is trying to frustrate the government. We don't have the time for them because we have a business for the day. We have an agenda to set. We have a country to fix. Now, I am not worried and I'm not surprised because such a humiliation in election, you know, they are trying to reorganize themselves. But I'm telling them that this is not the right way to go. You see, the MPP said that they are setting up a committee to investigate about their loss. I think they should focus more on reorganizing their party, finding out why the good people of Ghana voted against them that way. I think that is what they have to do now. And so I'm pleading with our colleagues in the MPP, say, it is too early for them to start propaganda. It is too early. Look at Yenya Vet in Kramponwi. We have not even finished appointing CEOs, MMDCs, and co. And so my advice, my humble advice to my colleagues in the MPP is that, I mean, they should focus on resetting their party, bringing their people together, because winning a vote of 1 million and then in 8 years' time you lose a vote of 1.5 million. It tells something. It reflects the views of the people. And so if you are trying to frustrate the government of the day, then it tells that they do not respect the view of the people, because NDC did not put himself in government. It is the good people of Ghana that gave us the mandate. You understand? And so if you respect the view of the people, you support the government. It is only when something is going wrong, then you can come and oppose the ruling party.
Okay, so in a minute,
so in a minute, say, share. When your house is on fire, you don't chase after the person who caused your house, who caused the fire. You try to quench the fire, and then after you quench the fire, you try and investigate who the cause of the fire is. And my advice to the MPP is that we all understand their frustration, but it is too early for them to start. And I'm a man no si no so no. In 24 eka bibi say so konfobon say o man bi bebo a otimubi. Enti say MPP say so mo ma NDC enya hoto na omo kwan na omo mu o man ni ya. I mean, when you are going to buy something outside, you ensure who say, oh, yeah, NDC near, this is how much you are going to sell it to you. You ensure who baby says, oh, yeah, MPP near, this is how much. We are all going to buy everything at the same price. And if you are trying to make this government ungovernable, then you are also part of this country. And my suggestion or my advice to our colleagues is that they should take a cue from the NDC. The NDC has demonstrated in a various ways, say, we were very good in opposition by making sure that we put the government on its toe, by making sure that the government is entering into transactions devoid of fraudulent activities, by making sure that any deal that will put the good people of Ghana in disrepute will protect the good people of Ghana.
Right.
And I mean, we have a long way to go, and we are focused. The NDC is focused, John Mahama is focused, his ministers are focused to reset the country. The mess that they caused, they should go and sit down and think about it, and maybe in the next election they can reorganize themselves.
But now I say, Kofi, na fi entwa enkomo no a surprise remember on chain. The same question now no so yandi am. Nemo answer me ka say a Friday and a year vast day no. Enti no ITV beti sa Valentine day no e wo hanom eyi pa. Enti wo dia abaye ama wo so atumi aba be kan ye wa chede a Friday ne de e be chem. Enti wo dia ne sa be WhatsApp e be ensam a fa odofo ho either in the west I will type one as a video form and so on. Now they are called WhatsApp number that TV as soon as so 0594 593761 WhatsApp only. Tieni ofra obi emfa WhatsApp nko na wo ye na wo de akonti either say be video bi ekakra a wo kasa wo ka bibi dia fa odofo ho ye be hwe mo de edim na Friday no ye ne omo eji ye vast day no e wo hanom nti ma wo de amrantem say bia wo de so be tro nso no atro nsam kama na de afa WhatsApp number we so 0594 593761 na ye no nyina endi vast day no e wo ITV coming Friday. Please PNC monso ye kan opposition a mo ka ho bi mo woni se mo nuanom NPP aba opposition no omo e frustrate aban we.
Question there broad, but to me the opposition there na do more ya na NPP for yes omo approach and wrong.
And then can be say omo dan ye nkunya ne ne mai.
E ba nkunya sem ne na video ni ya enye NPP for nkwa. Obi piano obi twi. Omo bi enu nya na for sa new parliament.
Okay.
It means first may put blame on one person, but who say bia omo anya proper planning. Because the moon say padu go say and there's almost idea. There shouldn't be anywhere I say we need public means abeka. Somebody can organize more planning. But yeah, make sure it seems say omo nya proper planning. omo ha they be boom to be an omo. But and yes, I say the number of people you want to get for a day. But the company say we decided some more 3. Now later, my would be out for my friend and Yama because in some I from the opposition side, and so they say, or man planning that number of people. And brain so the brain on the idea on my brain. You are looking at the time, I think the number by almost 11 almost shares among aha. It's say proper planning. And I say you so a person like the person harassing for phobia now. The other we adwin for be we also share opposition side. The questions in this way. The man clear and buy obi timi tena se there 5 hours. Questions in them kwa na obi said in here 5 hours. Said the make an what I said. Questions ben kwa na ubisa ubeti ama onipa ba kwa tena se 5 hours. That's 1 minute nipa nti na oye dey. Obi so ba bye. Thank you very much. Now 1 minute. But betting they say betting nipa according to position now oye dey or be occupy no. Now who say nipa no or the capability so betting occupy that position na. But if I say I go be personal score na equal score what there. But the opposition will do my so.
Nti hu nsensem bi bisa witness ne ehia.
If somebody be ehia. If you so what say not both parties be ago. So I say oh criticizing but it should be constructive. And yes say yes say you better obi e share say na you weakness. But all criticize say constructive the duty of minority our governance means all check government you know. So what I say.
Okay.
Abai
no dwumedie bia na wo ne di akire.
So what I say. Now all check power abuse because MPP for no NDC for they say almost with it. Doso. A bad numbers are there is no way MPP can match them. Say to ababia any decision here. But omoya ketwa no cry so omo more money dia. Omutimi check the abuse of power because they say NDC for no say they have the numbers. Nti omo e bibia omo ndin NPP for no. Say that impossible. NDC for so NPP so omo impossible. But NDC for because they have the numbers. But na numbers no equal. Nka omo e bibia they consult the opposition party. It is the duty of a minority, you know, and say all checking the abuse of power.
Okay.
So what I say to prevent the abuse of power. Okay. And another duty as MPP for any year and to limit the powers of the government. Because all criticize now even who post be in your now the limiting. And then the pardon one they can't people are private sorry minority. I shut it the whole NDC for the down. Because Ghana for me say yeah near to about. It's the most oh yeah they be and not to be bad of a car. The bed you bet yes I need for. It's almost duty they say already almost check it mistakes are NDC for you know better. And then they minority yes away. And make sure say the government will be accountable to the people. A Juma who as a minority will be no. Say we making sure say abino or
obebu nkonta atre timemfo an e obibi obeye ho
say be enko say omo numbers bi jo make kata ni ma bi so o ba wo MP my minister whatever say we declare asset to be bia e mind the yes all the be 10 and ma bra o position na o kun bi dey the make an say what here say it yes o make sure prepare be ba na enko say more numbers ni ti no mo be come after so enti aduma I say minority ni ye o ma no ye den but na say oh ye bia so make sure say constructive oh ye no now side the measures ba solutions dey ba but Ghana politics I say they bia na the downfall of the ruling government ye in fact we bia ma say okay fine so also wetin aye o ba e untimi ye ya wo a mo so ye learned no e say wo di input ba ideas ba you say opposition ruling government enya adwuma ni bi na say na say nkoye no but I say no more criticize no more fa any solution ba
say akoya say me na menka na fa na fa ye na wa mamu no enkoso anta so
o mine na ni ye mu say Ghana ye Ghana ye come you my
But I was saying there's a wood yen more and pass you.
I don't cast a democracy I since 1982. Yes, because on my issue on America now. I don't think that's how we are democracy. So that politics in Tessa. Also, how we would be on radio. They don't come shouting. People can't ask them by baby. But then we are also be with Jack and Taman to obey the ATM, and 50 on 2 guys are saying, yeah. But yeah, we are also putting more solutions. All criticize now more solutions to the way. But Ghana police are quite the criticize the opposition. Okay, no idea. We are I mean, fancy and I mean, back power.
And my bay.
Yeah, it's also mine and the so I can say. And I will make sure say, duty back so maybe say, point situation so on benya development and any man. You also opposition now. Now I'm more one idea. I'm sure I'm going to be a constituency. It's do I say, oh, as an opposition, we see, oh, yeah, say, also more one idea. Who you want, I buy the shoe. Family plus on your way, or as independent, but I know I think it's be your Beccabiano. Because almost sure they say, already, or my other canteen. Your bedroom can see your mayaman. Can Japan? Now found some more government and only government. None of you should be another man because none of you. It's over one wedding as a minority. A buying shoe. It's the member shop when they say, I don't make sure some more leaders not my way or more criticize or more criticize the woman. I said that winning panel of issues and or more because a democracy. But a person also settle personal score, and then any problem. But your more energy as an opposition government, a son as a way.
I said it be our shop by near more.
They be all a what dog. It's what you win. A buying down now what when you down now. We are going to be a king no other can. We are going to say now buying you this girl or yes in one better. But if I say only the panel, I did offer the panel time. If they are individual, ni panon penas. Obi beba, no you congratulations, bye congratulations, bye 3 minutes. Obi beba 5 hours. Where you were him, you may assume ya no ever hefa. What you only maybe assuming ya.
All right, yana end mommy na.
A future member both parties. Maybe I mean, because the airport of parliament in the 8th. And I mean, you say MPP for one, MPP for the NDC for the come. Because the next cost one, and then you papa and an 2 parties and a then you say, I say a poem by this time. Nipa say and a baby on the day. It is a year be that's will be a break. That's your person of Poma. As a motive one, and as a will be to you, and I saw upon so I will, as all family, Papa so upon. Now says a gun and your idea. And adepa. It's my future moment or money or money. No man, minorities or more money now. And money, Sana is over here, but as a more pepper.
All right, praise my man down swasi na ITV Ghana dachi jumidi the sabi gusuam ye di ho enkomo de amawa ye hwe ye niema ekoso no se ne binim hu ni se kamia ye se dom kuma no person omo cheche aban no chese na da wo mdudu aban no ayase a ni beba no so no na asam afa na se enso ni anim na chese nka omo adwuma no da African politics ne Ghana politics no kamia ye se me no media ne se metwe ahwefam ye se bia me be kansam bia be boa mo tumi pagya the momentum nyina ne me ne ye ne se metwe de ahwefam no any politics ya ye no ye play e wo Ghana nyan emu kofi meza na osu bi me na semanum ye fa num na aka na ye fa ewie kra nya ye hwe so in all no se ne wodi kan aka se wo sen ka mum no mo hwe aban no mo eteretere in our politics ebe is maintenance now the fedi wudin.
I mean, you see, the NDC has demonstrated this before. The NDC, when we were in opposition, we did very well by suggesting recommendable solutions to some of the problems that are confronting Ghanaians. Let me give you an example. Do you remember when COVID-19 came? it was the suggestion of His Excellency John Dramani Mahama said, all the nurses no mom overtime. Do you remember? And so someone has done it before. When Ameridale came, the NDC, we criticized it. But after criticizing it, we made recommendations. So as I said, when the NDC was in opposition, everything that we did it constructively. We ensured that the government of the day is doing things that will bring the benefits to the good people of Ghana. You see, when you see yourself at the top, you don't have to forget the people below you. Because it's these people who put you there. And so when you assume power and you think that because you are up there, you do not listen to anybody, then I'm sorry to say that the good people of Ghana will throw you away. Now, the good people of Ghana has given us signal. They have sent us message by voting the NDC into power overwhelmingly. And let me quote what Honorable Emmanuel Kofi said the last State of the Nation address by His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. And I quote, he said, your government will be a timely reminder. Your government will be a timely reminder of not how to govern a country. We, the NDC, we have learned a very big lesson based on election 2024. And we are focused that the good people of Ghana want to see improvement in the economy. The good people of Ghana want to go to the market and buy something at a cheaper price or at an affordable price. The good people of Ghana do not want to, experience exorbitant prices when they go out there. And so, if the MPP is not willing to support the government of the day, then they should shut up. Excuse my language. Because the good people of Ghana is expecting both NDC and NDC to come together and build a better Ghana.
Okay.
Like I said earlier on, when you go to the market and you want to buy something, the seller will not ask you, say, me pacho, oh yeah, NDC ni ana, oh yeah, MPP ni. And so, I will strongly advise our colleagues in the MPP, say, we don't bar them from opposing the ruling government, but they should do it constructively.
Okay.
They should bring us measures and suggestions that will even let the country move forward. Doing that, I think the good people of Ghana will begin to appreciate MPP as an opposition party. Listen, NDC, we have learned a very big lesson, like I said earlier on. And His Excellency John Dramani Mahama Kasampo Atunenum to say, Wakoda and Waba. Or the name be brave, additional. Have you read the article and I said the headline? Right after the swearing of John Dramani Mahama, he set up a committee to investigate all uncompleted projects so that we'll be able to complete this project. This is what the NDC is focused on doing.
Okay.
And so, if they have good suggestions, our floor and our doors are open. It is for the good interest of the people of Ghana. And see, the NDC is open. But let me tell the MPP, most especially the minority whip, with a comment that he made a few days ago, say, we MPP ni na ukoto say NDC ni MPP ni konto kwa kanoho na mumbono. It is not acceptable. Ghana is undreaming. The fact that we belong to different political parties does not mean say, we are enemies. politics is about exchange of ideas, sharing of ideas, and so our doors are really open for the NPP from the NPP.
Okay, I know.
Yeah.
Friends, now so first man every mame. Men 5 years na meboa now gidi na to aso tena so ana.
Democracy sana. I say ideas in the order baba. But say all day ban Ghana for the 2 hours. You say all now the ideas in a ruling government no any ideas. Yeah, if you say opposition you are better. It's a better one. It's you know say Ghana democracy since 1992 but 9 years are na kaka it's in the educational system in man how I structure and how they say yes if person nkuminya nuclear family no nkwa and now we share extended family and na kahuna omu betra parliament na to nya tumi na aye omu say omu nkwa mu hu na say omu be and make ho as a milita you find a PNC they support NDC so
Brian beto abano. Okay.
but edu omo ya appointments ni nyamu say abo PNC ni
okay, but mama bon form ye neutral. Yeah, neutral for ni bi ama.
Neutral for so me mu omo aso mu na platform ya say ye party ye platform so ye campaign
okay, okay.
So omo ma ministry appointment ni ma omo ma PNC ni bi
okay.
It is a who ye leader na say sa na wo ye wa dia sa na be ko go no say obwa okra na oba power enya ko be show fie nkwa but ye inculcate that we say fa ho ni say uni ma yi krampo wo de idea yi ba me fa nipa ni say o opposition kra no o de idea yi ba o be fa but say na democracy na I say de ye nkwa ye ho ne say me MPP na power MPP for nkwa NDC so power NDC for nkwa it is esa na nipa no o some solutions bi kra na idea yi a on person or the paper because when you saw the bar wo de beji bi it you na make say started from education system you mean you started say
yeah chenkola na sade no
okay do sa level bona
obo hia se no bibia be boa me nua na enkoye pese me nkumia bi okay
because abuche ni anya usa kete pra you say so ya America ni you say America esusi gudia nti America ni akwa kete no onu so na obi nse o powerful sin ya obi nso obeti ayi onu se bibia nti but Ghana say usa no karo ya dia ni ashate oda o ya apala eti sa ehun ni sa ni man e na onu se ni ni ape ni wa dia ni ape na se ma oni ma ko ti a se ni neighbor e so mani sa ni man e se e sha se from yen kra bi ni e kire o mo an se no bo mebu sa level no o be mu se unia enye de oni ni fi ma me ne papa ba
na obi a one ne tin so nya wotamfo sa one ne nya adwen a
okay that is the only way I need to ya share eno ase from yen kwara nu na ya mai ho about 10 years we say by 10 years we do not your educational we ya share amana du sa level a omudu ba sa na no be kofa
okay ntino mame na wase na so fesie mame alright for ntia no pe no aha ana ye de enkomo ni nyina no ye de ebisi or itvghana dash jumidi so mame nsanka obi nsa Friday a vast day ye da Ghana had ye so say chocolate day enu nti ye bedi e wo itv ye studio hanum a ye be jumidi e wo ha enu nti wo so de abaye no watumi de mo asasa jumidi ni mu bi ni say number ye da tv shi mo modi asa betumi asane ye wo nsama ye odo nsama fa odo fo ho so be video form anasa be chiro nso na wo de aba no na ye WhatsApp only tieni ye frame ngasa me fraka kira obi eni won mo obetie won sam na mum no ka ntine ye se video ka ho no betumi twa video anasa won ma chiro so betumi atype ne kama na de aba ne ya hwo mo je ye de a chia koma no sankrofo no ye bo mo ne se Friday ye be bo mu nyina aba so nti number no 0594 593761 0594593761 WhatsApp only now the aba na yetumi adewo aka ho ebi orafo na no pay enuanom ayemtra say kofi okọ enkramantem a okan kitahudi form che Greater Accra communication team member edema NDC na afensu ni Prince AGYEMANG-DUAH or also deputy general secretary dema PNC na nebetna ase ayedi enkomo yemfa de hwe wo mu yemmobo ye ho ewa mamu mu na mamu ntumi entumpon me so ametina mu hwe madwumedi ko so na ne frem Sobibo ofori amanfo Sobibo Midwest
Homeland Ghana.